Greetings and salutations everyone, welcome back with a very quick video recommendation here that I wanted to throw your way. This is for a very strange film, but first, for those who are new, I like to make these little videos about things that I enjoy and I want to share, usually about film, but not exclusively. While you're here, if you enjoy this content, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing and hitting that little bell icon so you get notification for when I put up new content, which is usually once or twice a week. While you're here, check out my back catalog and stick around to the end of the video and share both the video and the channel around, as it really does help the channel out quite a bit. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, this entry is for a quite strange film I saw just recently called Mad God from, well, it says 2021, but it was actually in the works and released in some small chunks here and there since the late 80s. So anyways, the synopsis for this film is as follows. A corroded diving bell descends amidst a ruined city, and the assassin emerges from it to explore a labyrinth of bizarre landscapes inhabited by freakish denizens. So, though I enjoyed this and recommend it, I kind of don't really know exactly what it's about. For how I took this in anyways, so I enjoyed it far more for the visuals than the story itself. Of course, there is little to no dialogue in this, so there's that hurdle to get through, but how I saw this film was put together was what really brought me in more than anything else. So before I go into much more detail about it, what you should know is that this was created by Phil Tippett, who has been dealing with his failure from 1993 when he was the dinosaur supervisor on Jurassic PArk. People got killed, Phil. Come on. Anyways, just getting there. But it's a project by Phil Tippett that he started in the late 80s, and it's kind of like a pet project of his. He would have some students in film school, working on it, learning about animation and setting everything up. So some of the work was done back then, and then what I read on this, which may or may not be true, is that during this explosion of CG during the time of his work on Jurassic PArk, this project was scrapped. He was kind of thinking that everything's going the CG route and stop motion was pretty much dead. But of course, as we know, since then there are a lot of cases where stop motion can really give you an interesting experience and a way to tell a story. So years down the line, he was convinced to kind of finish this project. And what we have is a very strange film in all the right ways, though. So the environments that these characters, travel through, it's truly mesmerizing and bizarre, both in this fascinating way with the incredible design. It just really pops out. The lighting on this in particular is amazing. The way that the actual motion was achieved was really amazing as well. And some parts of it are just downright gross, almost puke-inducing, the way that it came across. And again, this is all in all the right ways. It's a very strange and bizarre and gross kind of movie to check out. It's difficult to really say much more about it, as usually I would pinpoint more specific facets of the story to speak of, because as I said, in this case, it's more of the visuals than anything else, of kind of seeing this character working his way through these environments. But luckily, along with that, we also have a short runtime. It's not, I believe it's only 70 or 80 minutes. It kind of helps that movie along and kind of follows at a good pace, kind of keeps you interested the entire time to see what they're going to present to you next. So all I got to really say on that really is that if you have access to Shudder, that's where it is currently at the time of this video. So hop on and check it out. If you don't have access, there's usually free trials for Shudder out there everywhere. Anywhere from a week or two to getting a discount if you buy a full year. And given a lot of my previous reviews, which you can check out my back catalog, especially from this time last year, meaning summer of 2021, I was coming across a lot of really good content that I was making videos for as well, such as stuff like Vicious Fun or Jacob's Wife. There's a few others from back then as well. PG Psycho Gorman, Fried Berry. They got some really interesting content they've had up there, so it's worth checking out, not just for this, but for some of the other content as well. So anyways, that's about it for this, like I said, a really quick one from Mad God from Phil Tippett on Shudder. So go ahead and check it out. And speaking of checking out, thanks for checking out my little video here, my little quick recommendation. Thanks for sticking around to the end as well, because as I mentioned with all the other YouTube stuff, it really does help out the channel a lot. And I will see you in the next one.